6, number 7.
Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sidelines. And they're down a star player. Who knows how long that'll continue. Tough to compensate, to say the least.
They're weathering a big absence. Their best player out of the lineup, but it's a chance for the others to step up.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Their front court is Barrett and Barnes. Brandon Ingram's out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And for the Celtics, the wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Then there's Sam Hauser. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Kata in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams, not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Knowing the fact that both these teams play in the same conference, yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
Hauser with the ball. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. 6 on the shot clock. 3-pointers, Simon. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, you can't give Simons a look from 3. He's a knockdown guy.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Barnes outside. Toronto needs to get off a shot. Here's Ingram. No good there off the double clutch.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And again, Boston with the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. As far as Brandon Ingram goes, Coach believes that space is the key. He told me, quote, if we can close the gap, there aren't as many tools that he can go to, especially if we have a second defender to throw an occasional arm out. Percentages drop quite a bit in those cases. Guys?
Thank you, Allie. Here's Hauser. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Outside, Simons. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Takes a 3. And it's White missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And it's Barnes at the elbow. Pass to Barrett. The rebound by Kata. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And another of these young, talented players out of Canada, R.J. Barrett, is a high-level NBA athlete.
It's in the blood. His father played for the Canadian national team. Barrett, an attack wing who loves to get downhill.
Now here's Ingram. On the wing, Barnes. White against Barrett. Shoots over White, and Barrett gets it to go.
An effective mid-range scorer. Barrett excels at finding openings in the defense and capitalizing.
Here's Simons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Anthony Simons cut his teeth under Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum, Stan. Some pretty good manners.
You aren't kidding, Kevin. And I think going up against those guys in practice every day, watching them every night, and being another guard who has to score the ball, he couldn't have learned from anybody better. And Anthony Simons now a tough guy to stop.
Hey, Stan, how about the Boston Celtics? Back-to-back 60-win seasons.
Well, Kevin, winning 50 is a great season. 60 wins is simply incredible. We have lots of regular seasons where no team wins 60. Credit Joe Mazzulla, his staff, and players for keeping this thing rolling. I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Onside, Barrett. Pirtle with a screen on Brown. Here's Barrett. Pass to Pirtle. And Boston with the rebound. Kata's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hauser the pass to Brown. A pass to Simons. Pirtle with the steal. And here is Barnes. The jumper from the free throw line is good.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
Now, here's Simons. He has 5. It's rebounded by Quickly.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Barnes. Out to Ingram. Pass to Pirtle. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Kata. Over in the corner, Brown. Five on the clock. Got a hand on it.
This has to energize Barrett. He needs to keep bringing this type of intensity to the defensive end.
To the middle. Barnes outside. And here's Quickly for 3. The kick out to Barnes. They get the rebound. Outside Barrett. Ingram against Brown. Ingram right side. Shoots over Brown. And the shot no good, a bit short. Celtics leading by 4. Pass to Hauser. And here is Simons. He has 5. From past the arc. Here's Kata. And he dunks it down.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
And Toronto has possession after the basket by Boston. GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
And that one falls for Ingram.
Well, Ingram's a kind of a quiet scorer. Sometimes you don't even notice when he's putting up 20, 30, 40, because he just does it within the flow of the game.
The Celtics making a switch here. Boucher is checked in. Both free throws, good for Ingram. And so it's Boston with it. Simons surveying the D. Barnes against Boucher. Pass to Brown. 16 feet away. Toronto grabs the miss. Top the key, Barnes. And Barnes gets double teamed. Here's Ingram. Five to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. A rebound by Simons.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, that's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Kata, and Pirtle sends it back. Pass to Barrett. He's looking for Pirtle and finds him. Barnes outside. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Barnes has got 5 points so far.
Well, when a great scorer can also hurt you with the pass like Ingram did there, it makes them much tougher to defend.
Now, here's Simons. He's got 5. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pirtle's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to quickly. Now, Pirtle. It's Ingram on the wing. Over White. And it's Ingram missing. The Celtics with the lead. And stolen by Barnes. Fast break Toronto. Here's Pirtle. Barrett kicks to Barnes. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Quickly the bounce pass. For 3, Barrett. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Well, Barrett likes to shoot threes at a steady clip, and he's pretty free with those shots. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Well, playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
To the paint, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, when Simons is making plays for others, this offense becomes even more dangerous.
Ingram outside. Barrett kicks to Barnes. The shot, no good.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Pass to Boucher. Back to Simons. Now, here's Boucher. Covered by Barnes. Boucher's shot is off. Toronto's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Quickly kicks to Barnes. Now Barrett. He's covered by Brown. Here's Ingram. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, scorers like Ingram find a way to draw those fouls.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
And that one falls for Ingram. Both free throws good for Ingram. The Celtics shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Three-pointer, Pritchard. Toronto grabs the miss. Ingram outside to the inside. Here's Pirtle. Garza pulls it in. Now Pritchard. Pass to Shireman. 1:35 left in the first quarter of the game. Shot clock at 5. Here's Garza, defended by Pirtle. Boston again missing.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Here's Dick. Now, here's Barrett. Screen by Pirtle. And R.J. Barrett hits from deep. Barrett's got 8.
Showing improvement in that aspect of his game. Barrett wants to get better firing off the catch.
Here's Garza, defended by Pirtle. And he drops it in from the low post.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Outside, Barrett. Pass to Shed. No good on the triple. Boston trailing. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Garza. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Ingram with it. There's the triple. The shot that time, not on target. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Celtics. They're up by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Pritchard and White are their guards. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Minot in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. And the first one drops. And coach, for teams defending the pick and roll, you often hear coaches talking about being at the level. Well, what does that mean?
Well, Kevin, what it means is the guy guarding the screener, the defender guarding the screener, has to be all the way up with that guy at the point of the screen, as opposed to being in drop coverage where the guy defending the screener will lay back.
And both free throws good for Dick.
And you look at Grady Dick's physical gifts, and you see it's all there. Size, length, careful training, and hard work could make him into something special.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, team. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Back to you.
Yeah, you got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. First one falls for him. Gonzalez, he's checked in for Boston. So he gets them both. Toronto trailer. Pass to Dick. Inside. And the dunk by Dick. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Here's White. Hasn't made one yet. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Jacoby Walter.
We'll talk about a guy who gives you exceptional effort. Derek White is always watching the floor for gaps he can fill, places he can make a difference in the game.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. I know some would classify Derek White as underrated. Stan, what's your read on him?
Well, Kevin, I would say he was underrated for a long time, but now I think we've all gotten smarter, and we all realize Derek White is one of the best guards in this league, period. I don't think he's underrated anymore, and I just think it took us a long time to catch up with how good he is.
The Raptors shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. Pass to Murray Boyle. Here's Mobo. The three. Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's White. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Raptors. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Here's Murray Boyle. Boucher defending. And Boucher sends it back. Pass to Gonzalez for the three. And they recover it. And the three ball is good. Boucher's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Now Dick. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Mobo over Pritchard. And the Raptors miss again.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
Here's Murray Boyle. After the basket by Boston. Pass to Dick. Here's Murray Boyle. Boucher defending. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Quickly against Pritchard. Stolen by Quickly. Now the Raptors moving it up. Can they get it? Ahead. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Quickly against Pritchard. Pass to Tillman. Here's Shireman. There's the three. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Here's Mobo. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Pritchard against Quickly. Now Pritchard. Nothing on the board. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And another miss by Boston. The Raptors have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Now, here's Quickly. He's tightly guarded. That ties it up. Mobo's got his second bucket of the night.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
White looking around. Pass to Garza. And shot on the way. And good that time. Garza's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Here's Mobo. Kicked away. Outside, White. Pritchard against Quickly. Pritchard passes to Tillman. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
13 foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
For 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Boston. And Fernie Simons comes in for Pritchard. And the Raptors also making a change. Pirtle's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Raptors trail by 3. Pass to Dick. Pirtle sets the pick for Dick. Down low. Ingram against Brown. Now here's Simon. And the layup's good off the glass. Simons has got 7 points in the game.
Some guts. Simons finishing with strength.
Brown against Ingram. Jake with it. White with the defensive effort. Brown against Pirtle. Here's Tillman. Outside, Simons. Lays it up off the glass. Simons has got the lead up to 7 now for the Celtics.
And Simon shows off that soft touch inside.
Quickly looking it over. Pass to Dick. Pirtle with a screen on White. To the middle. To halt the run. They grab their own miss. Pirtle finds Dick. And here's Barnes for 3. Out to Ingram. Now Barnes. Just 5 to shoot. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. He's got 7.
The defense could not keep up with Barnes on that drive. He just took it right to him.
Quickly against Simon. It's rebounded by Quickly. And so Quickly will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Ingram. Rebound by the Celtics. Brown the pass to Garza. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Second personal foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
Team foul. At the line, Luka Garza. At the line for 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And some changes here for the Celtics. Kate is checked in, and Sam Hauser subbed in for White. Barrett's checked in for the Raptors. He doesn't get the second one. Raptors trail by 5. Here's Barnes. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Barnes has got 4 points in the quarter.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the Celtics making a change here. Richards checked in.
Peyton Pritchard.
Here's Kata. He has 6. Outside, Simons. Just 5 on the clock. And that one comes up a bit short. Raptors trail by 3. Ingram outside. Pass to Barrett. Rebound, Boston. Kata's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Hauser the pass to Pritchard. Now Simons. Ingram with the steal. Here's Barrett. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
The assist.
Ingram's got 3 assists tonight.
With defenses usually playing him to drive, Barrett's developed a nice little floater for when he can't get to the rim.
Pritchard with the ball, quickly covering. Pass to Simons. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Now Barrett. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. The Celtics have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Brown feeling out a bit. Simons from outside. Trains it from beyond the arc. Simons has got 12 in the game.
Well, don't blink, or Simons will already have the shot off.
Barrett against Brown. Outside Barrett. Pocket 6.
2 minutes.
Shoots the 3. The rebound by Kata. Kata's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Simons. Puts up a 3. The offensive rebound. Kata's shot is off. Raptors trail by 4. Barnes left side. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Barnes is so physical inside. He can beat you down there as well.
In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy you can plug in just about anywhere.
That's good from Barnes. And Simons has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. 1:16 left to play here in the second quarter. Quickly against Pritchard. Left side Simons. There's Brown with the 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pirtle's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Quickly. Pirtle sets the pick for Quickly. He takes it in. Barnes outside. A three. Rebounded by Hauser. The Celtics with the lead. From 17 feet out, and he drops that one in. Brown's got his first basket of the night.
Well, you got to know the scouting report on Brown. He's solid cashing in from the mid-range.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. For three, Barrett. The rebound by Kata. Kata's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Simons. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Pirtle.
And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Man, can he get up and finish with power?
And Ingram launches it from deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game. Celtics lead by 5. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Anthony Simons getting it done today.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Here's quickly. And checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. Emmanuel quickly out there with Ingram. And it's Barrett at the small forward. To the paint. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
So it's the Celtics now. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Ingram with it. He's picked up by White. Barnes kicks to quickly. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Quickly's got his second bucket.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Simons against Quickly. Inside, here's Kata. Banked in off the glass. Kata's got 8.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Quickly finds Pirtle. Count that bucket.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Jakob Pirtle at the line for 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw, no good for Pirtle. At one time, pretty much just a three-point specialist, Sam Hauser coach is now backing up the defense.
Yeah, look, Kevin, you can come into the league and maybe carve out a niche with just one skill. But usually what you have to do is take that one skill and build on it so that you can be a consistent rotation player. Sam Hauser has done that, and as you said, he's added the defense to his shooting ability.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Brown gets it done inside.
agile and athletic. Brown is able to just overcome that interior defense.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, Jaylen Brown never loses confidence. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla said he has great short-term memory. If he misses a shot, it never affects the next one. You can't shake him. I just love his poise and his ability to attack. Brown said, every time I take the floor, I want to be aggressive. Back over to you, Kevin.
You absolutely love that confidence. Okay, Allie, we thank you. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Raptors trail by 3. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Well, that could be a tough shot, but easy there for Brandon Ingram.
To the inside. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Kata's got 10 points.
Great find, leading his teammate right to the bucket.
Faster quickly. At the teardrop. Ingram outside. 5 on the clock. Shoots over White. Boston grabs the miss. Kata's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And here is Simon. It's stolen by Barrett. On the wing quickly. Covered by Simon. Boston leading by 3. White the pass to Kata. Here's Simons. Takes the 3. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Yeah, we're seeing Simons unleashed on offense. He's in a groove, and his team is helping to keep him in.
Back to Barrett. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Brown. Pass to Simon. Back to Brown. Quickly against Simon. 4 on the clock. Launches it from deep. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Raptors trail by 6 to the paint. Now Barrett pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
And this is Barrett at his best, looking for a shot, being active on offense. Love it.
Pass to Kata. Over in the corner, White. And it's Hauser in the corner. Those 3-pointers off the mark. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. Now here's Ingram. Barnes outside. Pass to Barrett. Quickly kicks to Barrett. Bertle sets the pick for Barrett. Shoots the 3. Barrett with another miss.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Bertle dishes to Ingram. Barnes looking around. Pass to Barrett. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Boston's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Chris Boucher's checked in for Sam Hauser. The Raptors also with a sub. Grady Diggs checked in for Ingram. against Barrett. Brown the pass to White. And here is Simon. Floats one up. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Oh, just lifting off and arcing that one in. Simon's displaying complete control.
Quickly finds Barrett. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Boston leading by 4. Cada the pass to Brown. Outside, Simon. Back to Brown. Strong finish through the contact from Brown.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Barnes outside. To the middle. Here's Barrett. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barrett's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
White the pass to Simons. Back to White. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Brown. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And you think of all that Jaylen Brown has accomplished, Coach? Top of the list, 2024 Finals MVP.
Yeah, look, it's tough to beat that as an accomplishment, Kevin. To win your team a championship and be the biggest part of it. But what I love about Jaylen Brown is the consistency of what he's done throughout his career. This guy has been good for a long time, and he's still got a long way to go.
No good on the free throw. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
There are so many different roles Jaylen Brown can take on for his team.
It's Barrett on the wing. Shoots from the corner. Barrett with another miss. Celtics leading by 5. Simons kicks to White. Back to Simons. Fires for 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Barnes finds Dick. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Dick. Barnes has got 14 points for the game.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Pass to Boucher. Simons from outside. Busted. No good that time either. Raptors trail by 3. Barnes with it. And Simons picks him up defensively. They get it back. Barrett kicks to Quickly. Barnes sets a screen for Quickly. Wants to get it to Barnes and does.
And how about the body control? Barnes sets the screen and then a nice spin there to get open.
White the pass to Boucher. Pass to Garza. Outside, White. Here's Garza. There's the 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Pirtle's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And here is Quickly. For the lead, Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Simon's on the wing. Fires at the elbow. Here's Garza. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. 8 points for him.
Hey, those second chance points are found money. Tremendous effort there.
Barrett kicks to Barnes. Toronto working the ball around now. Back to Dick. Pass to Barrett. Pirtle with a screen on Brown. Now here is Pirtle. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
As a playmaker, Barrett has improved his vision, plays with a good recognition, and been very unselfish.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Teams changing it up here. Here's Minot. Dick defending. Pritchard with the screen on Dick. Here's Minot. He's looking for Boucher and finds him. And the dunk by Boucher.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Ingram outside. There's 57 seconds left here in the third quarter. Shot clock at 5. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Celtics making a switch here. Garza's checked in.
Number 52, Luka Garza.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Mobo. Tries again, and he lays it up and in. Mobo's got his third bucket of the night.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Now Pritchard. Still scoreless. Here's Minot. 6 to shoot. Here's Garza, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Boucher against Ingram. Inside, Mobo. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got 4 assists in the game. Pass to Boucher. Over Ingram. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Celtics out in front, up 1. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Here's Pritchard. Pritchard and White are their guards. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Garza in at the 5. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's Pritchard. Outside White. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. Here's Minot. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
And Toronto has possession. They trail by 3. Pass to Mobo. Here's Dick. Down low. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
Pritchard finds White. And here's Boucher. Back to White. Lets it go from deep. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Celtics lead by 4.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Pass to Mobo. Here's Dick. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really, the right
right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And tonight we've also seen a lot of great play from them inside. They've been consistent in terms of attacking the interior of this D. And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
Both free throws good for Dick. The Celtics with the lead. Right the pass to Pritchard. Here's Boucher. And the three off target. Raptors shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Here's Shed. He's covered by Pritchard. Pass to Walter. 5 to shoot. Here's Mobo, and he hits it to tie the game up.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now here's White to the inside. From close range, that misses off the backboard. Boucher's gotten 3 of his 8 shots to go, around 37%. Ingram right side. It's Dick on the wing. To take the lead. Good on the three-point shot. And it's a 3-point Toronto lead.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite 3-point shot.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He knows every possession is critical now.
There's your next team.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for the Celtics. And the Raptors also making a change. Hurdle's checked in. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle, and Coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
Allie, thank you so much. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Boucher finds White. Brown outside. Just 5 to shoot. To the middle. He's looking for Boucher and finds him.
All the officials are all over that.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Raptors?
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Girdle sets the pick for Ingram. Lets it go with a 3. Offensive rebound. Pass to Shed. There's the triple. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown's got 6 rebounds now in the game. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Brown's got the game tied up here for Boston.
That's just Jaylen Brown putting in the work in close.
Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Pass to Pirtle. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Simons, he's checked in for the Celtics. Brown outside. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pirtle's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. Pass to Mobo. Now here is Pirtle. Now Dick. Boucher with the rebound. Here's Pritchard. Wide at the elbow. Right side, Simon. To take the lead, and he swishes it right through. Simons has got 21 in the game.
From the mid-range, Simon's quickness is a big advantage.
Pass to Dick. Here's Shed, and here is Ingram. Right covering, bounce pass Ingram. Here's Shed. And Pritchard pulls it down. The Celtics have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And White kicks to Simons. Boucher sets a screen for Simons. Offline with his three.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
Pass to Mobo. Ingram outside. From deep three-point territory. And Pritchard pulls it down.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, if that was one of my players, I'd think about sitting him down right away and letting him think about that.
Good on the triple.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Celtics making a switch here. Kate is checked in. The Raptors making a switch here. Ingram against Simon. Ingram kicks to Barrett. On the wing, Barnes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Barrett. On the wing quickly. Here's Pirtle. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Celtics leading by 5. Pritchard with the ball. Pass to Kata. Now here's Simon. He's covered by Ingram, and it's Simon's missing.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Barnes dishes to Barrett. Back to Barnes. Over Pritchard. And again, Toronto no luck. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. Leading by 5. Inside, here's Kata. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Pritchard against quickly. Now here's Ingram. Barnes screen on Simon. Ingram with it. And Simons picks him up defensively. And Derek White picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Sam Hauser's checked in for Pritchard.
Sam Hauser.
Barnes up top. Hauser defending. Barnes kicks to Barrett. Just 5 on the clock. And just miss after miss right now.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Tricky move by Brown inside, making sure he gets the whistle and completes his motion.
For your Celtics, Jaylen Brown at the line for 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And Brown drops them both. And here is Quickly. Pass to Pirtle. Elbow shot. And the shot falls short this time. Boston leading by 9. Simons with the ball. Picked up by Barrett. Here's Hauser. Lets the 3 fly. A 3-pointer is right on target.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Here's Simons, following the score by Jakob Poeltl. Simons, the pass to Hauser. Here's Cada. Some solid defense from Poeltl. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Doesn't get that one.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
It misses. Raptors trail by 10. Now Barnes.
Look how ready Barnes is to play physically. He insists on finishing his motion.
Shooting for Toronto, Scotty Barnes taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses. No good at the stripe this time. The second misses also. Celtics leading by 10. Simons fires. 3. Good.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the 3-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
Here's Ingram following the 3-pointer by Boston. Here's Poeltl. And he misses the J.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
And he banks the layup in.
I like that from White, attacking the heart of that defense.
Raptors trail by 15. Now, quickly. Now Barrett. the three, and there's the three.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Here's the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 20-5 run here. Outside Brown. Now Simons. No good from three.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Celtics.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Anthony Simons.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
Ingram, White pulls it down. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now Simons. Shakes him. Here he goes.
So quick. Simons using that burst to get to the rim.
Here's another rebound. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Anthony Simons.